Sports Podcast, your gateway to sporting brilliance. Join us now and let the game begin. Jewel Sports Podcast, where sports come to life. Brought to you by the Sports Disciple, the Sporting Servant.
Hello and welcome to another electrifying episode of Jewel Sport Podcasts. I'm your host, Sport Disciple, the Sporting Servants, and we have a jam-packed lineup for you today. From Olympics Day celebrations to exciting development in football, basketball and boxing, we have all the latest news and updates. Let's jump right into it. Our first segment takes us to Nigeria, where the Gombe State Sports Commission organized a grand celebration for International Olympics Day. The team, led by Director of Sports Mrs. Zainab Ishaku and the Permanent Secretary in the Commission, Mohammed Kolo, embarked on a spirited jog from the Gombe Emir's Palace to the Government House. The event symbolized unity, sportsmanship and the Olympic spirit, bringing together athletes and sport enthusiasts from various backgrounds. At the Government House, the team had the privilege of being addressed by His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Gombe State, Alhaji Muhammadu Inwayahaya, CON, Damajen Gombe, represented by the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Abubakar Ibrahim Njodi. Professor Njodi expressed his heartfelt wishes and highlighted the importance of unity, participation and youth development in sports.
On behalf of His Excellency Muhammadu Inwayahaya, CON Damajen Gombe, the Governor of Gombe State, I wish to celebrate with you on this auspicious day of the Olympic Day run. The spirit in Olympics is simple: to ensure togetherness and friendship. Participation is what matters in Olympics. Nobody is looking for who is first, who is last. The most important thing is you have participated. For you today, whether you go to the Olympics proper on the day of the Olympics or not, you are Olympians, and by this, you are by yourselves winners.
Highlighting the unifying power of sports, Professor Njodi says,
what is here, nobody is carrying his tribe, nobody is writing his religion on his chest, nobody is writing anything that he believes in differently. All of you are dressed the same way, meaning sports unites.
In his address, Professor Njodi reminded the youth of their significant role in the society and the government's commitment to their future.
He emphasized that I should tell you that he will go all the way to support sports development because it endangers unity and togetherness amongst the youths. You are the cradle of the society. Whatever we are thinking for the future, we are thinking because of the youths. Many of us here are already on overtime.
In other news, the Nigerian Football Federation President Ibrahim Gusau has given fans the opportunity to voice their opinions regarding the future of the Super Eagles head coach, Yoshe Posero. Gusau plans to canvass support for their input before making a final decision. It's a unique approach, allowing fans to have a say in shaping the national team's direction. Former Porto, Sporting Lisbon and Al Ahly coach Posero, who has also had spells in charge of Saudi Arabia and Venezuela, officially took charge of the three-time African champions in May 2022, and his contract with the NFF expires on the 30th of June. Despite Nigeria securing qualification for next year's African Cup of Nations, the Federation has struggled previously to pay the 63-year-old's wages, believed to be £70,000 per month. We have the plan to push the votes to Nigerians to hear their views and thoughts. NFL President Gusau announced during an interview, "We have tried the foreign coaches and also the local coaches, and it seems they were having some kind of problems. Maybe we did not get it right in the area of getting the right person. We are surely going to push it to the public, whether we should continue with Pesero or he should go. Whether we are going to consider an indigenous coach, we are also going to push that to Nigerians on the phone," Gusau added. "The public will tell us if they think going for Nigerian will be best for Nigeria at the moment, or we appoint another foreign coach. We'll get their views, look at it, and then we'll do what we have to do as a board and come out with decision." On the international scene, Austrian player of Nigerian descent David Alaba made headlines when he presented a Real Madrid jersey to the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, during a visit to France. Alaba, whose parents hailed from Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, expressed his delight at meeting Tinubu, and the two posed for photographs, creating a memorable moment for both football and political enthusiasts. Tinubu, who was in France for the Global Finance Pact Summit, his first official trip as Nigerian president since his May 29 inauguration, used the opportunity to meet with Nigerians in Paris. The former governor of Lagos State held his first presidential diaspora engagement in Paris, France, in a significant development showcasing his international engagement. Meanwhile, the Austrian international, widely regarded as one of the finest defenders in the world, was received by President Tinubu during the diaspora engagement. Alaba's presence added an extra dimension of excitement to the event, capturing football enthusiasts and political observers' attention. Shifting gears to the just concluded Niger Super 8 regional playoffs, tensions run high as teams battle it out for supremacy. Gombe United suffered a 2-1 defeat against Yobe Desert Stars, resulting in their elimination from the competition. On day one, Lobby Stars beat City FC of Abuja 4-3 on penalties after a 2-2 draw in the regulation time to progress to Super 8 finals, alongside Remo Stars, who shone past Shooting Stars of Ibadan by beating them 3-0. In day 2, 10-man Gombe United suffered a surprise 2-1 defeat against the NNL side Yobe Desert Stars in the first game. United went 2 goals down before the halftime and were unable to mount a comeback against the Yobe side. Also in the second game of the day, Eyimba defeated NPFL hopefuls Hadland to a long goal. On Sunday, Katsina United pulled through after defeating Kano Pillars 1-0 in a Northwest derby. In the last game of the preliminaries, Rivers United emerged victorious in a 5-goal thriller, and thanks to a 9-minute goal. The Niger Super 8 playoffs continue to captivate fans across the nation, showcasing the immense talent and fierce competition within Nigeria's football. Moving to basketball courts, James Naji, the Charlotte Hornets center, has made headlines by being selected among the 12 international players from 8 countries for the highly anticipated 2023 NBA draft. Born in Makurdi, Naji previously played for Barcelona and has now earned recognition as the 5th player from Nigeria to be selected in the past 5 years. It's a testament to the growing influence of Nigeria's basketball on the global stage. For me, it is a very special moment. For me, coming from Africa, never having this dream to play in the NBA, and all of a sudden things started to change, started coming my way. It's one of the most exciting moments of my life. I'm really excited to have this opportunity, Naji said. After the draft, Naji has played for FC Barcelona in the ACB and EuroLeague for 2 seasons after beginning to play basketball in 2016. In 2018, Naji participated in a Giant of Africa camp, an organization founded by Toronto Raptors Vice Chairman and President Masai Ujiri, who is also from Nigeria. Opening night rosters for the 2022-2023 NBA season featured a record-tying 5 players from Nigeria, 16 players from Africa, and more than 50 players with at least 1% from Africa. In the world of boxing, fans have been eagerly anticipating a rematch between Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua. Promoter Eddie Hearn has confirmed that a contract has been sent to Whyte, who has expressed skepticism about the proposed fight. White believes his promoter may be using his name as a pretense, while Joshua prepares for a potential mega money clash with Deontay Wilder later this year. The boxing world waits with bated breath for further developments. In tennis, Carlos Alcaraz won his first title on grass and regained the world #1 ranking with an impressive victory over Alex de Munier in the Queen's final. Alcaraz won 6-4, 6-4. Alcaraz's 6-4, 6-4 triumph means he moves above Novak Djokovic in the rankings and will be the top men's seed at Wimbledon, which starts on the 3rd of July. The Spaniard, who is just 20 years old, was playing only his third grass court tournament. So many legends have won here. Seeing my name on the trophy surrounded by great champions is amazing, he said. Alcaraz will now hope to emulate his compatriot Rafael Nadal, who triumphed at Queen's in 2008 before going on to win Wimbledon for the first time a few weeks later. There were questions about Alcaraz's ability on grass at the start of the week, but he answered those in emphatic style, becoming a crowd favorite with his attacking play, humble attitude and boyish smiles. And now the transfer markets. Kalidou Koulibaly has become the latest Chelsea player to move to Saudi Arabia after the defender completed a transfer to Al Hilal for an undisclosed fee. The centre-back, who is 32, joins Ruben Neves at the Saudi Pro League side following the Wolves midfielder's £47 million switch. Koulibaly signed for Chelsea from Napoli last July on a 4-year deal. He arrived at Stamford Bridge with European and international experience after helping Napoli win the Italian Cup in 2020 and Senegal claimed the African Cup of Nations in 2022. But he played just 32 games for the club in all competitions, scoring 2 goals in 23 Premier League appearances. From my first game to my last, it was an honor to wear this badge, Koulibaly said on Twitter. Last season wasn't the one we wanted, but I want to thank the fans and everyone at the club for your support. Chelsea did not disclose how much Al Hilal have paid for Koulibaly, but reports suggest it could be as much as £20 million. Koulibaly's arrival in Saudi Arabia follows a recent trend from European clubs that started with Cristiano Ronaldo's switch from Manchester United to Al Nassr in January. Manchester United retain an interest in signing Adrien Rabiot's JSP understands. The midfielder is facing an uncertain future with his Juventus contract expiring at the end of June. As a result, the 28-year-old is free to discuss terms over a free transfer ahead of the new season. Rabiot is a long-term target for Man United, who are keen to sign a central midfielder this summer. However, Rabiot could offer a bargain solution should move to Old Trafford come to fruition. The French midfielder previously played for Paris Saint-Germain before joining Juventus in 2019, making 177 appearances for the club. Arsenal's pursuit of talented midfielder Declan Rice continues to dominate headlines. Despite their persistent efforts, the Gunners find themselves facing new competition. Manchester City has reportedly entered the race to sign the English midfielder, adding an extra layer of intrigue to this transfer saga. It seems like Rice's future is far from decided and will be keeping close eye on any further developments. Meanwhile, Manchester United, after facing a stalemate in their pursuit of Chelsea midfielder, are said to be shifting focus to alternative targets. United's 3 bids for Mount were rejected by Chelsea, leaving them in a challenging position. However, there is a new twist to the story. Reports suggest that Bayern Munich is stepping up their interest in Mason Mount, looking to take advantage of Manchester United's struggle to agree on a fee with Chelsea. The battle for Mount's signature heating up, and it remains to be seen which club will come out on top. In other transfer news, exciting reports indicate that Ajax defender Julian Timber has agreed to join Arsenal. Discussions between Arsenal and Ajax have been described as very positive, indicating a strong desire from all parties to finalize the deal. Timber, with 2 years left on his contract, is valued at around €50 million. While some reports suggest that an initial bid has already been rejected, Arsenal is working on their valuation and payment structure. This potential signing could bolster Arsenal's defensive line and add depth to their squad. The transfer market never fails to provide excitement and surprises and will be closely following these stories as they unfold. Stay tuned to Dual Sport Podcast for all the latest updates in the world of transfers and beyond. That wraps up another thrilling episode of Dual Sports Podcast. We have covered the International Olympics Day celebration by the Gombe State Sports Commission, the Niger Super 8 regional playoffs, and the latest transfer news, including Arsenal's pursuit of Declan Rice and the twists and turns in Manchester United's pursuit of Mason Mount. As always, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media for more sport news, analysis, and exclusive interviews. Until next time, this is your host, Sport Disciple, the Sporting Servant, signing off.